The only way to stop being broke and get out of the matrix is to be intentional with your money. I am that dude who has spent 10,000 hours on audiobooks, podcasts, YouTube University, and paid masterminds trying to figure out how to make money off of a low salary. The game of money is a game of rules, and the key to winning is to master the rules. The rich people have completely different money habits from the middle class and the poor people. Getting rich is a habitual thing, and you are in the habit of being poor. If you want to get rich, you get into the habit of paying yourself $1 for every $10 that you make. The best investment you can make in 21st century is investing in your mind. If you are starting out dead broke, you want to get rich, you want to be a millionaire, and you want to make a bunch of money, and there's also a very good chance that you are living paycheck to paycheck. You're getting screwed over by the cost of living crisis. Now, the cost of basic commodities is getting way more expensive, and you basically have no money left at the end of the month for saving. I am that dude who has spent 10,000 hours on audiobooks, podcasts, YouTube University, and paid masterminds trying to figure out how to make money off of a low salary. And this is everything that I've learned, and I want to talk with you guys about most life-changing habits of the rich people. I am a finance graduate with accountancy qualification, and if I figured out how money works, you can figure it out too. The game of money is a game of rules, and the key to winning is to master the rules. The only way to stop being broke and get out of the matrix is to be intentional with your money. I want you to pause this video right now and pull up your Wells Fargo bank statement, and let's focus on two main levers, that is your income and your expenses. List all things that are essential and are needed to live a normal life, and non-essential stuff, that is things that are nice to have and experience but you don't require them to sustain yourself. And take note of the places where your money goes every month. The more cognizant you are of where you exchange money for perceived value, the better your ability to build wealth. And financial discipline is what is going to make you rich. In this video, I'm going to lay out 5 best financial habits that the rich don't want you to know, and how to break free from the societal mode, so that by the end of this year, you'll have more money coming into your bank account and design a life on your own terms. Without further ado, let's dive in. Habit number 1, paying yourself first. Initially, I used to believe I needed a better job, a better side hustle, or a business to achieve financial freedom. I was always in a pretty bad financial spot, that place of dire necessity. I was always making money, but found a way to blow up all my savings no matter what amount I made. But once I realized I really needed to figure out my financial circumstance, and today I want to talk with you guys how exactly I shifted my financial trajectory from being poverty trapped to getting good with money. I went from being a completely broke college student owing $15,000 in debt to stacking over $100,000 in my bank account in less than a year. I have realized every single one of us got a choice. You could choose to follow the common advice and you will get common results. For instance, if you choose the poor people way of paying bills, as soon as your paycheck hits your bank account, you pay your phone bill and internet, you pay your car payment, you pay your mortgage, you go to fancy restaurants with your friends. For instance, we have McDonald's and Wendy's in US, and whatever is left, even if there's any money left, you save that. I guarantee you, bro, this way you'll always be in the rat because you're paying the emperors of this world. So I beg to ask this question: how do you pay yourself first? So stick around, because we are going to talk a little bit about everything later in this video. So you could choose the rich people way of paying your bills if you want to hit your numbers pretty soon in the money game by following a step-by-step strategy that I followed to become financially abundant. The rich people have completely different money habits from the middle class and the poor people. About 73% of millennials are now living paycheck to paycheck, and nearly 60% of American workers are said to have less than $1,000 in savings. And I narrowed it down to one thing: habits. If you don't know, getting rich is habitual thing, and you are in the habit of being poor. Just like most of our daily routines, like brushing your teeth, is so automatic such that you don't even think about it in the morning. You just do it, right? That is exactly what happens with our money habits. So you want to ensure that your daily habits aren't holding you back financially if you want to build wealth in this golden era of internet and social media. I was reading this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, a classical book about business and entrepreneurship. And there's basically a story of rich dad and poor dad analogy. And poor dad follows the traditional system: go to school, raise your hand in class, get good grades, go to university, find an employer and go to work for them, let's say 40 years, you get rich and retired. And the rich dad is like, if you want to build wealth, we have to leverage opportunities by following a secret philosophy, that is paying yourself first. So what do I even mean by saying paying yourself first? It is a habit of putting aside a percentage of your income as if it was essential for survival and spending the rest. You put it in a separate bank account that you won't touch. Guys, this book has a lot of great money wisdom and has opened my eyes on how even money works, and I would highly recommend it to boomers, millennials, and Gen Zs who want to take their financial situation into their own hands. And once you've gotten into the habit of paying yourself, now it's time to jump into habit number 2, create a reasonable nest egg. And general rule of thumb is that if you want to get rich, you get into the habit of paying yourself $1 for every $10 that you make, and you will realize you are doing more than most average people. Usually people who don't save anything would say they can't, but in reality they have Amazon Prime subscription, Netflix, 2-3 branded pairs of sneakers, Louis Vuitton bag, Gucci, you name it. The next crucial thing I want you to do when you get a promotion at your current job that means more yearly income into your bank account, I want you to get into the habit of increasing percentage of what you save and invest proportionately to your cash inflows. And I want you to start at 10%. 20%, 40%, then 80% gradually until you exceed equilibrium point where cash coming from your investment exceeds your spending. For example, I have set up automatic transfers from my checking account into my investment and savings account, and this habit of creating a runway for myself has acted as a game changer, a catalyst for me to reach where I am today. Habit number 3 that the rich don't want you to know is diversifying your income by having multiple streams of income. We all know that in order to close the gap between being rich and being poor, you need to make more and more money. As you know, money is energy. You need to attract money. So how do you even make money? So in order to make money, someone has to give you their money voluntarily, and for someone to be able to give you their money willingly, you need to exchange their money for perceived value. About 5 years ago, I was working in a food processing plant. We made slightly more than minimum wage and we got paid bi-weekly. And I used to think that we got paid because we accumulated 80 hours in a pay period. I was wrong, and now let me paint a clear picture in your mind of the reality. We got paid because of our actions of cleaning the conveyor belts, the production rooms, the slashers. Our time, invested effort and sweat added value to the production room, which is highly valuable in the marketplace, and now our employer is willing to pay money for it. Let's say, for example, if we clock in on a particular day and waited for 8 hours and clocked out, and our employer decided to pay us those hours, that will be a net loss to them because there's no value delivered in exchange for their money. Make sense? Hopefully you now understand that in order to earn people's money, you need to offer genuine value in exchange for their money, because money basically follows economic principle of demand and supply. Now, let's look at a different kind of worms. There's this one biggest financial mistake that most poor people make when it comes to wealth building. As you start to make more and more money, your discretionary spending increases, and this is called lifestyle inflation. Inflation. So this is a circle where when you get 1,000 pay rise, instead of using that money to pay off your credit card debt, you are thinking about cool things you want to buy. You want to upgrade to iPhone 16 from your Samsung Galaxy. You want to buy a sport car. You want to buy luxuries, things that you don't need, using money you don't have to impress your next door neighbor you don't like. This habit will keep you broke forever. Let's say, for example, you make up to $100,000 in a year and your living expenses also adds up to $100,000 in a year, you follow right into demographic of people buying things they don't need. And by doing this, you are guaranteeing that you will literally never be able to get rich no matter what you do. I would suggest, if you want to become financially free and retire at a young age, don't take money advice from people who are not making the kinds of money you want. For example, if you want to build a healthy, lean body, don't take a fitness advice from obese person. Don't take a dating advice from a 20-year-old single person. The reason why you are still broke, you are taking financial advice from wrong people. Your broke uncle, your broke peers who want to look rich. Every single one of them is saying the same dumb thing about money. I grew up poor and money conversation was never a topic my parents discussed at dinner table. So on this YouTube channel, I choose to talk about personal finance, investing, and high income skills that you can learn in 2025 to level up your life. So what I'm doing different this year is trying to put myself in those rooms where I am the least qualified and networking with a group of people who are always talking about ways on how to make more money, save and invest. And when I say save, I don't mean this thing of being frugal. You need to take good care of yourself as you look for more money. Habit number 4, improving your earning ability. Once you've adopted into the rich people way of continually paying yourself first before you pay anyone else, you now need to think of ways you are going to bring more value to the marketplace. That is, things that are going to maximize your earning potential in the long run. For instance, reading financially literacy books. And I would highly recommend reading books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and The Richest Man in Babylon. The more you learn, the more you earn. The easiest way you could improve your earning ability is through learning a high income skill. And first thing first, I don't mean spending 4 years of your life sitting for exams and burning literally thousands of dollars trying to get a university degree. There are tons of marketable skills you can choose from, including video editing, social media management, website design, and high ticket sales. In my own experience, I would highly recommend video editing. It is a popular skill in 2025. If you can create user-generated videos for e-commerce brands, whether it is YouTube Shorts, TikTok videos, or Pinterest marketing videos, if you can create those videos within a short turnaround time, because most freelancers are way too late at delivering clients' work and are unreliable, I guarantee you, you're going to have an edge over your competitors. And the kind of video editing services that is going to get you clients is one that focuses on improving metrics such as viewer retention, click-through rate, cost per click. The next solid skill you want to learn is high ticket sales. This involves selling products and services that cost a lot of money. You act as a middleman between the buyer and the company selling. For instance, software companies that pay huge commissions for every sale made. For instance, let's say you sell an equipment worth $170,000 in a month and you get a flat fee of 10%. That is $17,000 in a month. If you sell 3-4 deals, that is $54,000 in a month. You basically make more money than most of your parents. You could also choose to be a Photoshop graphic designer, and if you are a hungry individual, you could basically learn this skill without paying a cent by simply watching YouTube videos and tons of online free resources. And within a week to 2 weeks, you'll be posing as a thumbnail ads agency. So be the guy who knows a little bit more than the average person you are looking to help. Millionaire habit number 5 that is going to make you insane amount of money in the next 5 to 10 years if you approach it the right way is investing. There are 2 ways you could go about this investing thing. That is investing in your ability to make more money and investing in a business. So you should start learning how to invest in yourself. In this information age, there's almost unlimited books, courses, and free online resources at our fingertips. You can upskill yourself pretty much in any niche you can imagine of to unlock those special skills that matches your personality. For example, if you are a digital person and you like solving technical problems, building and optimizing things, I would highly recommend you learn digital skills like coding and digital marketing. Or if you are a charismatic and inviting individual, then learning these business skills, that is sales and entrepreneurship, will make you more valuable. And if you are good at writing words that sell, then I would highly recommend learning creative skills such as copywriting and video editing. That will be ideal for you. So the catch is continuously collecting those special abilities that is going to give you unfair advantage over your peers. That is things you generally enjoy doing effortlessly. And so the best investment you can make in 21st century is investing in your mind, because there's just endless possibilities to make yourself more marketable to employers and clients. As the wise saying goes, you're gonna have to spend money on yourself to make more money. I guarantee you, if you put your money into right education, that is books, courses, and buying experiences, it can pay you back in double and triple dividends. So another important point to make about this investing thing is you probably heard over the social media about the bulls and bears market, crypto accounts, futures, government bonds, and there's just tons of terrible investing information and bots pretending to be successful financial advisors. There is a lot of fear and scams surrounding this investing topic, making it a hard science for beginners to crack. You know, I will never give you investment advice because I am not an investment expert, but I want to give you a vague idea about investing basics, clear breakdown, actionable investing nuggets. The reason why you want to invest is to make your money work for you. You want your money to earn a return on the initial investment. Let's say, for example, you have $1,000 saved up in your current bank account through your hard-earned labor. So that $1,000 could afford to buy you iPhone right now, and just a few years from today, that iPhone model might cost $1,500, and your money will not have buying power as it did before. You are actually losing money slowly. You are leaking it when you let your money sit in your bank account or under your mattress through something called inflation. So instead of having 100% of your money sit in your bank account, you could use it to buy something that has potential to make you profit in the future. So let's say you could buy land today. So there are two ways you could benefit from owning a land. The first one is leasing your land for agricultural production and collecting monthly lease fee. The second way you could benefit is by waiting 5 to 10 years for your land price to go up in value and sell it at a higher price and pocket the difference. By investing in land through those ways I've suggested in this video, you will have combated the effects of inflation. And another very good example that I want to give you guys is banks. Banks actually take your money and lend it out to other customers at a very high interest. And when you let your money sit in bank account, the banks go ahead to pay you a small percentage of the interest earned on the principal amount and pocket the difference. You might have heard of shares, a small piece of a company, mutual funds, index fund, and asset classes such as Standard and Poor. And this might sound a bit complicated for normal people like you and me, but the most beautiful thing is you don't need a genius idea or massive budget to begin your investing journey. The best way you could learn how to invest in shares and stock is by just watching YouTube videos like the Swedish Investor or the Money Guy show, and you could start earning extra coins on your investment. The point is that The only way you are going to learn how to invest is by investing. You are going to lose money in the beginning, yes, because you are not a pro at it. Let me know in the comments down below if you want more information on how to invest. Hopefully this video gives you some good ideas, some good habits that you can follow day to day despite the inevitable peaks and troughs of life. Basically, you need to live below your means. World greatest investor once said, "Do not save what is left after spending, but save before spending." If you want financial success, try to pay yourself first this month by putting aside a percentage of your income for investment and saving, and share your experience in the comment section below. Hopefully this video simplifies personal finance lessons for you guys, and thank you so much for watching. And as per usual, I have a favor to ask you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and watch this next video, 4 laziest ways you can make passive income while sleeping. Other than that, thank you for watching this video guys, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye bye.